It's a solid 8 out of 10, though. I'll give you that.
8 out of 10.
Joe, I don't know what it is. It's the Dirty Burger, Mackey's. Oh, such a staple.
Right. Foldable phones, very cute, very demure.
Moving on.
What the hell is in my mouth right now?
You ready?
Got grass, earwax, and pepper.
All the usual things.
Welcome back, people. This is your go-to podcast, Sips and Sliders.
For the fresh, for the fun, for the best parts of business.
Yeah. What episode are we on?
Mate.
Number 11.
Next best thing to number 1, they say.
Yeah.
What's 1 plus 1? 11.
Window.
Window. I haven't heard that in years. That's so true.
Window, mate. Always window. What are we doing today? What's the
double
topic
digits
at hand?
is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. It's good stuff, though.
It is good stuff. Well, today we've got something fun for you people. We've got something that actually, to be fair, as far as the business process for us has gone, this is probably one of the most enjoyable things we've gone through so far. Stressful, but enjoyable at the same time.
Yeah, because it's something that I guess you get to really get a feel for what you're doing and then start to make it more of a reality. That's
the big thing. Making it a reality. Getting in front of the faces of others. Today, people, we're talking about creating your business pitch.
Yes, we are.
This is what you see when they walk onto Dragon's Den, onto Shark Tank. This
is better.
Oh, it's better than that, for sure.
We're not this TV drama series.
True,
we're not going to lie to you, portray something on Dragon's Den.
This is all lies, eh?
Well, we'll get into it.
We will.
Anyway, this is the proper nitty-gritty of how you actually pitch a business.
Yeah.
To investors and the trials and tribulations that come with it, because we're going to be open and transparent here.
Real world stuff, baby.
Yeah, bye-bye.
But before we do, shall we?
We shall.
Give our infamous, momentous. I don't have any other words that rhyme with that.
I'm happy to start.
You want to start?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
We'll start on a good note, right?
Yeah, go on.
So we had the little match 3 in a row, diagonally, horizontally, or vertically. And I got, my friend, on row going this way at the top, which was worth £20. Nothing. I got nothing in general.
Well, thanks.
You can have a look at it.
I appreciate that, mate.
You're good at that. I need to practice that, man.
I sit here with all the ones we've lost on, just doing that for hours on end, just so I look good on the podcast.
Seen that card thing where he's like whacking in the apple? You've got to try that next.
I was one of those weird kids that like practice magic tricks and stuff.
Did it ever work? Is this your card?
Oh.
What did you get?
Well,
nah.
Didn't win anything on the horizontal.
Yep.
I didn't win anything on the vertical. But on the horizontal,
you said you didn't win anything.
Take a little look across. I've won absolutely nothing.
Hey, it looked like you did.
I didn't win anything.
You sure?
Go check if you want. I didn't win shit. So it's another week with another loss. We've won once out of 11. Apparently the stats going to be like you win like a third of the time. So we're doing really badly.
I don't know what to do, guys.
I don't. It's terrible. We need a new hobby. We really do. Nevertheless, we're into it now. We're making these businesses and hopefully inspiring you lot to do the same.
Yeah, we're getting into it.
Shall we? What are we starting?
What
are we starting off with?
Topical.
We're starting off with Topical, people. This was, I think, a fan favourite when it first came out.
Yes.
And we've got some new caricatures for you.
Truly making us look like right idiots and tools for all of you, but that's what you like. That's what you like. You like punishments, you like us looking dumb.
So,
we're here for that.
Let's not waste any time. Let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Yup. And welcome today on the newscast of Topical. You see, we have plenty of big stories, big news, important details for you. Nevertheless, let's get into it. Starting off, Keir Starmer emphasised the importance of financial stability in the UK. He is finally speaking sense Do you know what he's gone and done? He's got Universal Studios into Bedford. Yes, as I said, he's bringing tourism to the local streets of you Bedford individuals. Pop-up businesses looking to thrive in the future. So if you want to start a business nearby, it's a good time to.
Hey sports fans, strap in, because this year, the game's changing faster than a sprinter on espresso. First up, virtual reality training has stepped out of sci-fi and into your local gym. Athletes are now dodging virtual linebackers and scoring against digital goalies. Yep, you heard that right. It's the biggest shakeup since someone decided to actually measure the air in footballs. And speaking of shakeups, the esports scene is now pulling bigger crowds than traditional stadium events. Who knew that watching somebody else play a video game would be more entertaining than darts?
And in fashion today, chunky resin bangles are back. Yes, you heard me right, people. Reminiscent of the 1970s and the 80s fashion are making a significant comeback. Coming this spring, you shall see bold accessories. Yes, the bangles are back from minimalist to bohemian accessories.
Hello, welcome to tech. Tech is advancing so fast. Your phone now judges you before your friends do. Foldable phones, very cute, very demure. AI isn't just your assistant anymore. It's basically your life therapist, stylist, passive-aggressive coach. It does everything. Need dating advice? Your AI will gently remind you how shit you are at dating. Need something to wear? AI will say, don't wear that. It's ridiculous. And yes, your fridge will text you at 2 a.m. to stop eating all the fucking cheese.
And on the food segment today, Pizza Hut has introduced Pizza Caviar. That's right, featuring pepperoni flavored imitation of fish eggs made from plant-based ingredients. That's right, this limited time offer is available on April from the 10th to the 12th at the Midtown Manhattan shop of Pizza Hut. I'll be there right now.
In the world of education, 2025 is pretty much a Black Mirror episode. The latest trend, virtual reality universities. Yes, that's right. You can now study marine biology on the ocean without getting wet, or take a philosophy class, and it's taught by Snoop Dogg. Ridiculous. Meanwhile, uni students are ditching libraries for ChatGPT, and of course, their student forums are now replaced by Discord servers, where 90% of the messages are memes. Education has gone digital, immersive, and a little unhinged, quite frankly. But hey, at least no one has to do group work in person anymore, because that's a real degree.
Right, lads, Barclays has become the first major bank in the UK lending mortgages less than 4%. That's right, 3.99 for buyers, with substantial deposits. Bear that in mind. This move, you say, it follows the financial instability caused by recent US trades, all that Donald Trump stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, it sparked speculation about potential mortgage prices as a war amongst the banking leaders. We'll see. We'll see.
Right, guys, welcome back. In celebrity land this year, one name has been absolutely everywhere. Ashton Hall. That's right. You've seen him on TikTok, on your feed, the ex-NFL hopeful turned TikTok self-help guru, and has gone viral for his free 52 a.m. routine starts. We're talking mouth tapes, banana peel facials, and face dunking in spring water. He's either redefining the hustle culture or auditioning to become the next Batman villain. Critics are calling it unhinged, and SNL is roasting it. And Ashton, he's in bed by 7:34 p.m. Love him or hate him, Ashton's not living rent-free in your heads. He's up before the landlord's even here. Thank you.
And that, people, is the topical news that you deserve. Stay classy, suits and sliders. And we're back in from Topical. A couple of extra little bits and bobs in there for you. We hope you enjoyed that. By all means, let us know different industries as well that you want to see. Like, we will improvise with the characters.
We will try our best. And different accents. I seem to have one American accent.
You can't move away from it as hard as
Honestly.
you try.
I do try.
I think even when you try and do like other countries, you end up going back to the American.
Yeah, it's just like...
one word will send you back
It's my
in.
default, mate.
Anyway,
Default settings.
getting on to the topic of the day. We're talking about creating a business pitch. This is all about the structure of what you want to deliver to other people. It will contain some really key points that you want to get across. You want to make it so that you can almost encompass months and months of work in the space of, 15 minutes almost.
Yeah, or less, to be honest.
Anything that like sort of stands out for you on the pitch in front before we get into the sort of juiciness of it?
Just try and make it as simple and punchy as possible. You don't need to go too wordy and lengthy with it.
Yeah.
Just as long as you're honing in the points that you need to get through to your investors, then they will understand the gist of it. And if they have any questions off the back of that, they can fire away. So it's not too bad if you come in with a shorter pitch than you would like, because ultimately you can flush out with the questions.
100%. And so to talk to you a bit about what's inclusive of the pitch, we'll kick off with like the main points you want to get into. So first of all, we've spoken about this in the past when we talked about an elevator pitch. You want to start off with the hook.
Yeah.
This is the introduction. This is the identifying of the problem / introduction of yourself. So it could be as punchy as being like problem X, and then your company name is here to solve it. Like, it could be literally as simple as that. It really doesn't need to be much more
It
complicated.
could even just be like a statistic as well. You could just have a number and go, this means this.
Exactly. Just highlight that problem and then say who you are and that you're going to solve it. And here's a key point. If you're saying you're going to solve it, bloody well prove it to them in the next 10 minutes that you're going to solve it. Don't say you're going to solve a problem, then talk about a bunch of other stuff, and they go, well, that problem will still be there. Anyway, moving on. As I was then saying, you move into the solution pretty quickly. That's being simple, no jargon, as Jamie was saying. It's not about overcomplicating things, no matter what your brand is. If it's in a certain industry, don't go over technical with the language. Just keep it nice and simple, but say what that solution is going to be in layman's terms.
Yeah, definitely.
Market opportunity. So we spoke about this back on episode 3, 4, I can't remember one of them. We talked about doing your market analysis, all of that sort of stuff.
That is key.
This is really key. It's basically you're getting across to them how big that opportunity is, so the scale of it. So, I mean, for example, a small company could be something like your local high street vendor, and the big companies could be like Tesla, Apple, something like that. They're saying the scale of the problem, and then also who is the customer. Is it your local customers? Is it a worldwide network sort of development that you're going to get out of that? Moving on, the business model. This is, again, you want to bring it down to a small scale, so it's pretty much how you're going to make the money, or what's the sort of purpose of your cash flow. Is it subscription based? Is it single time payment? Is it service oriented? And then get across some important numbers here. It's so important before you walk into these meetings to know your numbers, isn't it?
You do. You need to know it, because ultimately, before you walk into a pitch, more than likely your investors have read your business plans. So they'll have questions at the ready, and they'll fire them at you. And if you don't know your numbers or have crunched your numbers properly, they're going to be the first things that come up.
Exactly. And in your pitch as well, you want to get across how good the numbers can possibly be.
Yeah.
If you're pitching a bad company with bad numbers, think of a new company. Like, don't pitch a bad company with bad numbers.
Yeah.
Think of the good numbers, get those stats in there, and get ready to fire them out.
Definitely.
And I tell you one thing, the numbers that aren't so good, so for example, with us going into the podcasting space, the saturation of the market, it's a horrible thing to say, but also to spin that on its head and say, yeah, there might be 4 million podcasts out there. However, 95% don't make it past their 21st episode, as you said. You get that number in your pitch, you speak about that number in the Q&A.
Definitely. Marry them up, the pros and cons. So if you have a con, potentially, or a flaw within your statistics, marry that up with a pro or positive to kind of spin it, like Ollie mentioned.
100. It's the icing on the cake. It's
Definitely.
the polishing of the turd. Next up, traction. So this is a really cool point. Traction is about getting across proof of concept. You guys hopefully have seen this. If you haven't, go and check it out. Our promo video. So we actually had an odd job mixed promo video that we put together before the promo video that you saw.
We did.
May come out in the future. You know.
It will come out on the Patreon more than likely.
Yes,
you will
definitely.
see the old version.
Yes, which was, I mean,
We'll just leave it at that.
yeah, it was
Just leave it at
topic. It was hilarious. Anyway, move forward. It's about getting across proof of concept by either showing them, let's say, a piece of apparel if you're a clothing brand, showing them the format of an app, or showing them the media podcast promo video.
The visual aids are massive. That alone for the investors gives them, like you mentioned, a proof of concept. They can actually see it. They can visualize it.
100%.
That is probably one of the most powerful things you can do in a pitch,
Without a doubt.
for them to really visualize what you are trying to do or create.
I mean, you never see like a Dragon's Den pitch where they don't bring along somebody to show the dragon stuff like that.
If you have a product or
attraction
something, even
point.
better. Like
Exactly.
But if your product maybe is online or whatever it may be, have a little screen recording or something like that of what your app or website looks like.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we'll talk a bit more about our process of our pitch on the
definitely.
Patreon. So if you haven't go and check it out, go and check it out. It's got some good stuff on there.
Juicy
and we
stuff.
talk more about our proof of concept, so on and so forth. But moving on, the last 2 points you want to get in. Again, you're keeping this to 15 minutes. It's punchy. It's fast. The last 2 points are the ask. So be specific. We want X amount of money, and we're giving you X in return, whether that's equity, whether it's a return on investment, no matter what it is. We'll get into investments in a later stage on a different episode, but you want to get that ask nice and crisp. People feel bad when they get across the ask. They're like, oh, this is where I ask for money. It's like walking up to your parents, Mum, can I have £5 to go to the shops? It's like you always ask like that. No. In this, you're like, we need 20 grand. We need 15 grand.
Yeah.
You get it across, rip that band-aid off.
No,
Because
exactly.
if you don't, you're going to seem a bit flimsy saying it.
Or your investors are going to walk away from the pitch and go, I don't even know what they wanted from me. Why was I there? It's a
Exactly.
waste of my time. They know they're coming into something for an ask.
Yeah.
So they're expecting it. So don't be afraid to put it on the table.
True. But don't end it on that note to then leave them kind of going, okay, I've heard all this amazing stuff and now, oh God, that's the amount of money. Like a big monster in front of them. Finish with a closer. Almost like vision, impact. Hit them with some sort of statement that levels them with saying what the inspiration is of why you're there and what you're going to make
100%.
them and yourselves as time goes on.
Cool.
Focus on them.
Call it a CTA, don't you? Close to action.
Close to action. Exactly.
So essentially, your ask should be directed as an actionable for them to take away. So if it is an investment, or if it is help or manufacturing or supplies, whatever it may be that you need for your company, as long as they understand what it is, they can walk away with it.
Yeah, exactly. Call to actions are, I mean, they're so crucial. Call to actions and that sort of stuff. And call to actions come across not just when you're doing a pitch meeting to investors. They come when you're trying to get customers through the door. You have call to actions on marketing and advertising on your websites. You have call to ask when you're talking to partners about making certain decisions or making certain like crucial points to developing the company. So call to actions, they all, so as you said,
it creates that sense of urgency, essentially.
Yeah.
So like people can understand, right? You can, even in a pitch, for example, it doesn't necessarily have to be, I want this X investment. It can be join us now from the very beginning and you will get X discount or X supplies, whatever it may be. Like whatever you're pitching, make sure you have that sense of urgency, because then the investors will really buy into it. They'll be like, oh, if I don't hop on this now, I'm going to lose out.
And it's instruction based as well. It gives the investor or customer or whatever almost an instruction. It's like, so the call to action could be per se, okay, if it's like Uber, it'd be like, tap the app, get a ride. That's their call to action. And then you see it all over their things. Their buttons say like sign up to drive or request a ride or stuff like that. These are the call to actions. It's the instruction. If I press this, it's going to request a ride. That's the call to action. It gives it to you and it delivers what you're asking for straight away.
You know that famous like poster that you see everywhere? It's like that army sergeant. He's like pointing. It says you. And then it says like whatever underneath. That's one of the most formidable and standout posters for me that I remember of a call to action, because you read that instantly because it's someone pointing at you, shouting you. So you're like, oh, got my attention.
It was like a great sense of propaganda back in the day. Propaganda,
massive.
I mean, when we look at the marketing side of things, propaganda proves that marketing exists because it worked on a scale that, I mean, it was the most crucial thing at the time.
Yeah. But I guess to summarize like the call to action part, as long as you're getting a tangible benefit from it and people understand that, then that will create that lovely sense of urgency which we're looking to create in these pitches particularly. Without
a doubt. Anything else on like the pitching side of things, as far as the structure goes, how you want to format it? Have you got anything on?
No, you pretty much nailed it on the head. I guess just making sure you've got that intro, you've got that main body, and then you've got that closed segment. So they're all the key bits. So like the intro, as Ollie mentioned, having that hook,
Yeah.
massive. If you don't grab their attention in the first couple of seconds, it's like when you meet someone for the first time.
True.
You instantly make a judgment in the first 3-4 seconds, something like that.
yeah.
Stupid. Like the brain is crazy in what it does.
That's why they always say you should shake someone's hand properly. Cause that's the first thing
Exactly.
that happens.
Introduce yourself confidently. Introduce your partner, your everything you say confidently, because people will buy into that. If you don't have the confidence, they're not going to think you believe in your product.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then the most important part that also comes after the pitch. The pitch, in terms of the presentation side of the pitch, is crucial. But there's a big side of the pitch that people don't really pay attention to, and that is the following Q&A. The Q&A is everything.
Massive.
Because at the end of the day, you could give a dire pitch, but if you can answer every single question point for point with good, solid, like rhetoric and illiterate language, then you'll clean up, because that's what the people want to ask. People could listen to a pitch, they'll tune into some things, they'll tune out of some. But if you've sent them your business plan before, they're armed with questions.
Yeah.
They're ready to go.
Yeah.
They want those things answered before they really open up to you.
But also with those questions, keep them short, keep them punchy. You don't have to, like, obviously when you go into interviews and stuff like that, people always say, don't talk yourself into an issue.
Yeah.
Like, don't waffle too much. Just have it short, punchy, short and sweet. And that's what people like, because they can easily understand what you're saying, and then they can come up with a new question and fire it straight back at you if they have any further follow-ups.
Yeah.
So keep it short, keep it sweet, simple, like your pitch should be anyway.
One of the ways that we went about that is we tasked each other to come up with a bunch of questions for one another to then almost do like a back and forth.
We literally had like 100 questions each.
Yeah, so I think we
wrote
initially
them
came
down.
up with 20, and then ChatGPT, we said like to come up with questions we hadn't even thought of. We were there like, suggest a new 50 questions based off of this pitch, this business plan. And it spat stuff at us where we were there like, if we're not prepared for these questions, we're going to look really stupid.
And also, as you pitch and go along, you will find out new questions which you didn't even think of.
Yeah.
And then you can come up for really good answers, despite maybe not having the answer there and then. But feedback in general, talking to your friends.
Yeah.
Finding out what questions would they ask. Like, it would be sometimes the most simple or stupid question you wouldn't even think. It's not stupid. No question's stupid. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it could be like, why does that logo have this object on it?
Yeah.
Or this logo looks like a fries company, like something random, and you got to take that feedback on board.
Yeah, you really do, and it's tough. There's been times where we were doing our meetings, and people didn't even understand what a podcast was.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
it is tough.
Yeah.
It really is tough.
Yeah.
And people don't get concept and stuff. But
That's
you have to be there.
actually
You have to be
that's
ready.
another factor. Like who you're investing to, you need to understand kind of where they come from, what their background is,
point.
their age demographic. So you probably can start to judge where their questions would allude to, / where their background is. If their financial background, you're going to have a lot of questions on the finances. If they're tech, it's going to be tech orientated, whatever.
So true. To be fair, you mentioned tech there. That brings me on to something I was thinking about earlier.
Go on.
So pitches are done in a variance of ways. You have these
massively.
short elevator pitches. You have ones that are full-on business meetings, boardroom sort of style pitches. And there's another one that I've thought of that's sort of out of the box, but still classed as a pitch, and that is expos. Almost these, you'll see them whenever Apple or a company like that releases a new product.
Yeah.
And Apple used to describe them as keynotes, but what they are now is they're expos, what the specific term. And what they do is they put on these special events, and you'll probably have seen them at home, and if you haven't, go and check them out, because they highlight a couple of the best points when it comes to creating a pitch. First of all, it's usually only one person on the stage at a time. Very rarely do they cloud it with a bunch of other sort of media and products and things like listen about. It's one person on a stage and a bunch of tech-minded people that have bought tickets to come and see them, but at the same time, they're quite savvy, so you want to be a bit technological. But the thing that Apple does best is they say, if you're going to pitch something, pitch it as a story that will benefit every single person sat in the audience. It's not about saying, oh, this iPhone here has 47,000 megahertz in this switchboard. It's not that. It's by saying, this will fit in the pocket of the average pair of jeans. And it's really light, and you can spin it, and you can do this. And they reach out to people from a perspective, they're like, it's a gadget that does X, Y, and Z. But they don't say about that. They say, this is what it does for you. And it completely wipes out like this whole idea of being out for the demographic.
It's that user-orientated story. So you could say, here's my product. Now imagine if you were, for example, the phone. If you were walking around and you wanted to ring someone, but you couldn't because the phone was too big. Now you can put it out your pocket, talk to someone.
Exactly.
It's really making them vision the vision that you have into their head. It sounds like so simple, but it's so effective.
And another thing they do really effectively is, and this is one of the rules that I found out about when they do these expos, they have to say the word "you" as often as possible, which I thought was really interesting. And it's a great point because you'll probably see this if you're ever talking to your friends or family or colleagues or whatever. If they're constantly, "Oh, I was doing this the other day. Oh, I was doing that. Oh, and then this happened to me. And then, oh, me and my..." It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't care as much. However, the second you put across, "Oh, you, this impacts you in this way," for yourself, you've got to be like, this will benefit you. Basically,
100%.
make it about the individual you're pitching to is the process of a pitch.
Yeah.
It's for them. It's not for you to get across how smart
those
you are.
touch points, if you can relate to the person who's in front of you through a touch point, you'll really, really quickly get them engaged and really invested. You'll be surprised.
Definitely. But that's what I talk about, the Apple things. But go and check out the Apple ones because they also do something else as well.
Have you seen the TED Talks and stuff like that? They're brilliant as well.
Really
go check out some of those.
Expos.
Like the way they speak so clearly and they communicate with the crowd and walk the crowd as well. It's a very, very key skill to have.
It reminds me of a video I saw the other day.
Yeah.
There's a guy who, I don't know where the expo was. It was a TEDx thing. But he sits on stage and he pulls out a cigarette and he goes to light it. And as he does that, everyone in the audience goes, and he's there like, "Oh, you thought I was going to like this, do you?" And it was just like, that's how he got everybody's attention instantly. It's a big room of people.
Yeah.
If you're pitching to a lot, that's going to be difficult to grab their attention. Find something unique to kind of grab it. And then he goes on to say, "Oh, well, you actually know that smoking doesn't kill that many people at all." He goes, "This kills people at this sort of rate." And he says all of this with such confidence. And he finishes by going, "Everything I just said was absolute rubbish." But they all believed it because he said it with such confidence. And to persuade people in that sort of way is what a pitch is. It's about persuading people to believe in what you're ready to deliver them.
And as we mentioned, all the fake gurus that we spoke about earlier,
that's why they exist.
They're very good at persuading people.
That's
and there's
so
nothing
true.
there.
Yeah, that's entirely true. And we're going to be here to expose them every week, every day that we possibly can.
Exactly. We're out for you.
We're coming for you. Anyway, should we get into our next segment of the day?
Yes, mate. Let's get into it.
We got a fun one for you, but we won't spoil it for you. We'll just get straight on into it.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of your favourite segments too.
It is. I'm giving you all the good stuff.
It is, honestly. Spenny or penny. But today, and I mean it, we have got a big, big one. Right. We have a Mackie D's burger and chips. We also have MrBeast burger and chips. So we have got the Spenny or penny here. We're going to get Oliver to taste them and judge them and rank them and let him know his pricing.
I've got a lot to redeem myself here because last time I put MrBeast under Hershey's, so I felt bad ever since. I hope I get it right.
Anyway, I've not tried MrBeast as one. Have you?
Neither have I. No, I'm surprised it delivered.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, if you live in the local area of Crawley,
this is quite a big fucking competition we got here.
It is.
This is rivalries.
True.
All right, my friend. I'm gonna hand you a burger.
Okay, we're going burgers first.
I want you to feel it. I want you to smell it, and then I want you to taste it.
Okay.
And let us know what you're thinking.
I'm so hungry.
Right. Burger number 1.
I thought you just took a bite then. I heard.
Oh, really? I do want it. All right, handing it over. You feel that? That's number 1.
Got you.
Talk to me. What you thinking? Texture, feeling?
Nice and warm.
Yeah?
I've got some bacon hanging out here, which makes me think that there's
bacon flaps.
It's more than just. It's either got to be more than just a standard Mackey's or it's something.
Yeah.
Spenny,
I'll give you an insight. It's not a standard anything. What we've got here, they're both different.
Smells good. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Taste test.
Bun feel good. All of that lot.
Bun feels good. Like, do you know what? I'm getting Mackey's bun, but I might be wrong.
And he's gone for a bite. Look at that.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're hungry right now. Grab yourself a bite to eat while you listen to us. This is going to be, out of 10, what we giving it, my friend?
Oh, do you know what? It's such a staple. I know what that is.
You do, yeah. I mean,
I think I do.
Okay, fine.
The only reason why I'm pretty sure I know who it is, and I might be wrong, is because it's that cheese. You know that cheese a mile off. That cheese is Mackey's cheese.
This boy likes his cheese.
So I'm going to say that's the penny, but I'm still to test the other. However, Rating out of 10?
Well, bear in mind, it's not your typical cheeseburgers that I've got. These are both different, so it could be
True.
the Spenny as well. You never know.
You made me second guess. I have to go for a second bite.
Go on. I think he just wants to eat his dinner.
Basically. Oh, there's the gherkin. There's the gherkin, people.
Oh. Fan of gherkins? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, good shout. Very good shout.
Do you know what?
Most people aren't. Hand it back.
It's a solid 8 out of 10, though. I'll give you that.
8 out of 10.
Do you know what? I don't know what it is. It's the dirty burger, Mackey's. Oh, it's such a staple.
Right.
When
All
you're
right.
hungry, it ticks the boxes.
Other burgers coming in. Once again, give it a feel. There you go.
Oh, it's bigger.
It's bigger.
But it could be a quarter pounder. A little Mackey's quarter pounder. Because they're bigger. Interesting. Do you know what the worst thing is? The bun feels very similar. So
Yeah.
that whole plan's gone out of my head now.
Yeah. When you watch this back, you're going to be surprised.
It smells a bit spicier.
Spicier smell. Very interesting. What kind of spice?
I'm not getting anything
what
extra
kind of
as well.
spice? Like what? Like chili, sweet chili,
It's gone now.
tobacco. Okay.
Right, here we go. Taste test. And there's nothing hanging out of it, which worries me because I feel like expensive would have lots of stuff hanging out.
Oh, he's gone for it. That's a big old bite. Let us know what you're thinking when you get the chance. Out of 10 as well. If you can get
I'm not
initial
going for second
thoughts.
bite.
No, initials.
Do you know what? Initial
Gee, he's
thoughts?
so hungry. Look at him.
Too
Had
much-
to eat that again.
Too much bun.
Too much bun.
Yeah, I might have got a bad bit, but that's what I'm going for a second.
All right.
Oh,
Jesus, that
Smash it.
might fall. I'm going to take that off you because it looks like it's pouring. Did you get anything in that bite?
yeah, I did. I got much more meat in that bite.
Did you get anything else?
Pause. Cheese.
That's it.
That's all I got. That's all I think I got.
All right, fair enough.
Unless there was something else hidden in there. You
Huh?
haven't. Right.
Do you want to try the fries now?
I think we'll reveal the burgers first, and then we'll go for fries. Now.
Yeah?
Or do you want to do
Well,
fries?
the fries
as
are
well?
here.
Let's double tap it.
The
Let's
fries
go.
are here, so I'm going to
Okay,
give you
we'll do
one.
fries as
I'm
well.
going to give you one of each.
One of
Obviously,
each. I'll savour it.
I think you're going to guess which is which.
I think I've got some stuff on the mic.
Wait. Before you say that, what do you think that was, sorry?
The second one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's the Spenny of the versions, just because that meat felt like it tasted a lot nicer than the meat side of things. I think that's where the
You
expense
think it's
is.
Spenny, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Out of 10. You rated the other one at 8.
I liked it more than the first one for sure, but I wouldn't say it's a 9 out of 10, so I'm gonna have to say 8.5.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, chip number uno. Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, it's going to feel different.
ooh, hello.
What did you think of the texture?
I'm not a massive fan. I'll be honest. Too much. It's a little bit too soft. It's too potatoey.
It is
I quite
rather
like
chip, friend.
fries
Oh,
more than chips.
Yeah.
Is that a difference? I'm pretty sure
I
that's
know
the
what you mean.
difference.
I know what you mean. Like a French fry vibe, but rather than like a potato chip.
Like this, my friend.
Like that.
Oh,
There
I
you
almost
go.
missed my mouth.
You know what that is. Everyone knows what that is at home.
I know what that is.
Distinct, isn't it?
It is distinct. One thing that I will say, there's too little salt anymore. There used to be a lot more salt, and I know that probably wasn't good for the most people, but I'm missing the salt.
Increase your
on mac and chips.
sodium, Mackies.
Right,
What
yeah.
you doing? All right, reveal, my friend. Here we go.
I can't take it off.
Oh, he's
I'm
struggling.
stuck. Ah!
He's really struggling. There we go.
So bright.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
Ooh.
you said this was the Spenny. And you were correct.
I was
And that
correct.
was the penny.
Yeah.
So, based off your taste buds,
Mm-hmm.
what price do you think these two sit at? Bearing in mind, this is not your typical 99 cheese.
Yeah.
0.99p. Bloody hell.
He's struggling.
I'm crashing out. 99p cheeseburger.
Yes.
Okay. And this
Was it?
is.
Can I ask? Were they meals or were they individually bought?
I've got the prices for the burger alone
Individuals, yeah.
and also the chips alone.
Okay.
So this one as well is not the typical Beast burger.
Okay.
This is a triple.
Oh, I see.
Might
I
change the
see.
pricing. I'm not sure.
May do. All right, I'll start
Go
with
on.
the Mackies because I feel like I
Go
understand that demographic. I think this is probably like the burger alone. It's not a 99p, so I'll say it's £2.50.
Okay. And chips?
The chips.
Large chips.
What's large chips? What's large chips? Like £1.60 something?
Yeah, is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
So what did you say for the burger?
What did I say for the burger?
Like £2.50 or something,
Yeah, I
right?
think it's a £2.50, yeah.
So burger is £3.39.
Okay.
And the chips, the large chips, are not £1.60, they're £2.80.
Wow, that's
All
more
in
expensive
all,
than I thought for just the large chips.
Totaling £6.19 for that.
But that's not bad, actually.
Yeah?
I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah? Considering you gave it 8, I'd say that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. It tasted amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as penny options, I thought they might have been a bit cheaper, but still, fantastic food for that price.
Beast Burger Triple.
But now, this is the thing. Beast Burger won't be established here, so I feel like they have to bump prices a bit. I'm going to say... But it's not the most amazing burger in the world. So I'll say the burger's probably like £8.
£8?
£8.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you spend on your burgers?
Well, £2.50 apparently.
How do you think that's 8? Anyway, I'm surprised you
For the
think that's
burger
£8.
alone, I don't think it's like... I think if it was like a meal, it would be like £12, £13
Fair,
for a meal.
fair.
But I think like the burger alone... Was it more expensive than that?
Well, fast food, I'm just surprised you picked £8.
Well, I'm
thought you
bumping
would've
up
gone
prices.
cheaper.
No, I'm
Fair
bumping up
enough.
prices because it's Beast.
Anyway, it's actually more expensive.
Even more than that?
Yeah, £11.50
11 just for the burger?
just for the burger alone. That's the triple Beast burger.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's quite expensive.
That's extortionate. If you
That
talk
is
about fast
extortionate.
food, you think cheap,
Yeah.
easy, quick. I'm not paying £11.50
That's almost like... So if you
for
get
a
any, like...
burger.
I'm assuming if you get any extras, you're getting 20 quid a person. That's 40 quid for two people. That's a meal
Mental.
out. That's
I'd
like
rather,
a Nando's.
I'd rather
That's
go
like...
into London and buy a burger from like
A
an
proper
actual,
bougie place, yeah.
Yeah, a much better place than that.
Wow.
You can get better ones. Go on, chips, crinkled chips,
Chipmundos. I
Large
would
as well.
say a large pack, okay.
Yeah, and they do give you a fair amount. To be fair,
I'm going to bump a little bit more because I now know the price of the burger. I'm going to say they're like... If it's any more than £5 for the chips, that's mad. So I'll say £5.
what were you gonna say before that?
I would have probably said about £5.
£5.
Yeah.
It's £4.80.
£4, yeah, okay, fair.
All in all, totaling to £16.30 for that.
No drink either.
No
That's
drink.
mad. Oh, fair enough. I mean, I don't know how
That
much
shit,
money
isn't
he's
it?
making there.
So off that, yeah,
Yeah.
you know the prices.
Yes.
Does that change your judgment?
As to how they taste, or like the value
Yes.
of them, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Well, but
Tell
Beast,
the audience, my friend.
Beast, even though the taste was up at like an 8.5 with that price point, I'm not
Yeah,
I'm not
you-
paying for it, so
yeah.
it drops down to like a 6. Good tasting, but you're not getting me to pay that.
When
once.
there's competitors like Mackey's about.
Yeah, not a chance.
Anyway, based off
Mackey's,
this as well.
however,
Yeah, go on.
Max, however,
Still same,
I'd
probably,
say
yeah.
bump up to a 9, mate.
Really, yeah.
That price point for them is so
Yeah,
good.
yeah. They dominate.
They do
market,
dominate.
don't they? So based off this, how do you think? Obviously, McDonald's very, very established across the world. How do you think their net worth fares?
McDonald's.
Yes,
McDonald's are going to be
it's crazy.
a Goliath in the space of business.
Yeah,
I would say
as
McDonald's.
of today, pretty much.
I'm going to say they are a £200 billion company.
Very close. $213 billion.
30 or 13?
13.
13. Wow.
Yeah, so about 190
That's
odd
mega.
pound, probably. Something like that. Don't really
Yeah.
know the conversion rates.
Just
Go
190 pounds,
dollars.
not 190
Go
billion.
dollars. Go dollars. So
Dollars,
yeah,
yeah.
huge, mate. And
That is-
I mean, it's expected, isn't it?
That
They're
is an
everywhere.
absolute blue whale in the ocean, isn't it? That's
Right,
mad.
yeah, it's insane. They've been around for a long, long time
They
as
have,
well.
they
So in comparison to MrBeast burgers,
Hmm.
bear in mind they've been around about 4 years now, coming
This
up to
is
their
worldwide,
fifth.
so this includes their American figures.
This
just
is their net worth, yeah. So
Okay,
Mr.
cool,
Beast,
cool.
if you're going to buy it in its entity, how much would you be paying?
Been
in,
around 4
in
years, you say?
dollars. Yeah.
in dollars.
It
I
started in
would
December
say they're
2020.
about. I'm going to say it's a $20 million brand.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Hard to find the
Yeah.
books for this
I
because it's
bet.
quite a new company.
Yeah, that's always
Sources estimate the net worth to be apparently around $1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yeah,
It must be so much bigger in the States than I realised then.
maybe.
Because I would have
But
thought it would
also,
have made more of an impact here.
Do
being
you
at that
think
level.
the way, because obviously they predict a net worth of the actual owner of the company, the brand of it all. It's MrBeast. He's got loads of followers. Do they think it's going to grow exponentially in the next 10 years?
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps.
I can understand
But-
MrBeast as a brand being that much, but Beast Burgers individually.
But also to show, like, I guess, the huge difference, others say it's worth about 500 million.
Okay.
So, like,
Sources.
people are purely plucking out the air, which
Yeah.
makes me think they're going off kind of MrBeast and his figure.
Yeah, potentially. I was just looking at it like from the Prime perspective. Prime seemed to come in much lower than what I originally thought it was, which is why I sort of dipped the idealistic approach to what the MrBeast network
Yeah,
was.
so I'd say
It's got so much going on as well.
it's probably around the 500, 100
Yeah,
million
that doesn't make
pound
sense.
mark.
You said
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
that was delightful. Really tasty.
Yeah.
But we
nice,
should get
man.
back into it now. Maybe
Yes,
have a little
we-
snack before we do.
Yeah, little chow down. Mukbang.
Mukbang.
Join us on Patreon for mukbang.
Whoop woo. Righty. Oh, and we're back. We had a little bit of a snack off camera.
That was tasty. That
Side
was
note,
tasty.
something that you guys didn't see, I'm afraid, and neither did the Patreon, so you all miss out, was
Yeah,
a
we were
little
just
bit of a
mukbanging.
taste of the MrBeast cookie.
Ooh,
What did you think?
mate, very disappointed.
It was bad.
It was burnt to crisp.
I don't think it was necessarily the fault of MrBeast himself, but the cookie was really
No, I'm blaming him. He should know what his product is being served as.
It was burnt on the top and it was mushy on
It was
the
like
bottom.
gooey. Yeah,
It was weird.
I don't even know how that's possible.
And it was not in the shape
It's
of
like
a
they've
cookie.
grilled it.
Yeah. And it's like they
Like
mushed
crisp
like
the top.
3/4 of a cookie.
Yeah.
That was strange.
Anyway, what you doing, MrBeast? Sort it out, mate.
man?
Customer feedback.
Yeah. It's not gone well. After Feastables, I thought we were going to get a bit of
Yeah,
improvement.
Feastables
We
actually
didn't do as
decent.
well.
Yeah.
But we're getting on to the topic today. We're
Yes,
talking
we
about
are.
the business plans, people. The bits that are crucial. Sorry, not the business plans.
pitches.
Business pitches. Apologies. The thing that's going to move you forward in the face of either adversity or, I don't know, I guess inspiration, really.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're going to get onto the do's and the
Yeah,
don'ts. I know the don'ts. He knows the do's.
I've got some doo-doos.
Do you want to crack on with the do's?
Indeed.
Doodly doos.
So, one thing that we alluded to a little bit earlier, but it is essential.
Yeah.
It's being able to engage in storytelling, taking
a
your
great
investor on a journey, making them really buy into what you're trying to sell to them or get them to invest into.
Yeah.
It's all about making that emotional connection. Me and you, no one else.
No, I agree. The don't that kind of goes hand in hand with what
Yeah.
you said. For me, is the not rambling. What
Yeah.
we talked about earlier. Keep it clear, keep it focused. I fall foul of
100%.
rambling all the time. It's been one of my biggest. Everybody in my family and friends knows this. That watching this, I honestly was like, you pull up a blanket, you get a patch of popcorn, and you sit down for my story time for the evening.
Yeah.
Every single
Light
day.
a fire.
I'd make the stories that your dad goes, "Oh, so what did you do at school?" I'd make the stories longer than how school took. Like it was bad. So yeah, rambling for me was a bad one. Don't ramble,
Yeah.
people. They're not going to be able to stay in tune if you're talking about all sorts of crap
100%.
within a business pitch.
And that leads to my other point is be concise
Yeah,
and
yeah,
direct.
definitely.
Make sure you're getting to the point because ultimately the time that you have with the investor is precious or whoever it may be that you're pitching to. Let's say you have an hour slot and you're waffling for about 40 minutes of it. You're leaving very little room for Q&As and they might have a lot of questions for you.
Yeah.
And if they don't get them all answered, they're just going to walk away because they're not sure or certain about what they're investing into.
That's a good point. And also, you can't keep that energy up. The energy needs to be there for the pitch. You need to be ready
Yeah.
and roaring to go. It's about not being boring. That energy must be high. And you can't
Yeah.
keep that high if you're waffling and then
100%,
going on
yeah.
tangents and then keeping it going on for 45 minutes. This is why we've said the sort of 10, 15 minute mark is pretty much all that you need to do a pitch and fire it out there.
Yeah.
Be enthusiastic, be creative, get just the visuals, everything going for those 15 minutes and then dilute with the Q&A.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need those unnecessary details.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, like you mentioned your waffling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, how do you, I guess for the audience listeners out there, how do you kind of, I guess, counteract that? What do you do
It's a good
to
point.
solve it? Or what are you doing?
I mean, I think the best thing I did was probably just breathe a bit more.
Yeah?
Just taking a breath before you first respond so that you're not reactionary to the
Yeah.
questions that are asked. It's, this is what the answer is. It's not, oh, well, yeah, what's I thinking about that? And then you're off.
Yeah.
And then 30 seconds in,
Yeah.
breathing again.
Yeah.
And breathing again. Because if you don't do that, my mouth will just go on for miles.
100%.
It was really bad.
That's interesting because a lot of people will sometimes put in, I guess, sub barriers or sub words.
I mean, I've got that as well, to be fair.
So like the ers, the ums, the and, like
True.
stuff like that.
True. My pullback now, it's like basically a pullback how I stay on topic, is by saying, so my point is, or what that basically means, and those things pull me back to remembering what I was talking on at the start.
Oh, I get you, I get you. Oh, that's interesting.
Now I can't go too far off topic or I get annoyed about it. So the point is, and they're like, well, we can talk about stuff. No, what's the point?
No, well, it's very true because like in interviews, if you waffle, they say you speak yourself into trouble, essentially. So being
That's a good point.
Short and sweet, similar to your pitch, is kind of how you want to be answering questions as well.
Answering questions is a good thing as well. Don't skip the questions, people. Embrace the problems. Embrace the wrong-uns of your business plan because they will be there. Try and spin them if you can.
Yeah.
But if you can't spin them, don't avoid them. Go, that's a really good point. We're looking to tackle that via A, B, and C, or we're looking to experience that through the analytics and work out a way around it. Give a response that's confident in the sense where you go, we understand that this isn't perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. And if it was, this business would have been made by somebody else, frankly. So talk about why you're going to overcome these obstacles that you incur. Because if you don't, and you don't say it with confidence, there's no faith in the business.
No, 100%. You need to be able to handle those objections gracefully. I mean, that is key because it shows that you're confident. You can hold the criticism and wear it, but also it allows you to go away, redo your pitch, and understand that maybe these questions might come up and you've got answers to them now, which is really, really good. And in terms of that, I guess, feedback element, rehearse your pitch.
We almost missed that there. Rehearsing the pitch is crucial.
Huge.
Like, going in unprepared is... I mean, it's almost like going into a fight without anything on. You're going to lose. It's not going to go well for you. Like, we had loads of different ways of preparing ourselves.
Yeah. And when we say prepare your pitch, it's whether it's by yourself talking in front of a mirror, when it's with your business partner, it's going back and forth, understanding each other's cues when you should speak. So when you come into wherever your scenario is, whether it's online or in person, you're not reading off a script. You're actually engaging with the person in front of you.
True.
And that is huge.
And it's also, like, in embracing of that, it's knowing your numbers, knowing your problem, knowing the reason why you've picked certain facets of yourself. Someone goes, oh, well, why did you make the colour blue of your logo? If you've got no response to it. Do you know what I mean? It's things can be as simple as that, or it can be, so what are your revenue predictions? What does that mean your profit margin's going to be? Because you will embrace people in this industry when it comes to doing your investment meetings. Some will be the creative outlets. Like, we had times where people were asking us questions about, why do we pick that logo? What do we think about the dynamic between us? What do we think about workload management? And we have another people going, well, tell us your margins. How do you think you're going to do this? What's your sellout rate going to be? What's your break-even point? It's like such different comparables. But if you don't know your stuff, I mean, don't walk in there, frankly.
I mean, before you walk into like an investor that you're looking to approach, understand their background as well.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, where do they come from? Do they have a financial background? Are they more from a lawyer point of view? Do they have a tech business or something like that?
Good point.
So you kind of maybe understand where the questions might be directed at and really understand that kind of section.
True.
But lastly, my friend,
You got one more?
yes, we do. You need to demonstrate your potential return on investment to the investors. Why are they there? Why are they in front of you? What are you going to offer them?
What's in it for them? Yeah, exactly.
Huge.
Whiffy. What's in it for them?
Exactly.
Point being is, truthfully, this is something that's seen across the board, is if you're going to a meeting and people are hearing, I this, I that, as I spoke about with the Apple stuff, they're not engaged. Like, if you're needing something from them, it's all about delivering something in order to receive. It's not the other way around. It's not take, no. And then go, cheers.
Exactly. But with that, you need to be realistic and not too optimistic, but also don't undersell yourself. Because when you come into these investment pitches, if your numbers are too low, people aren't going to be interested. If they're too high, they're going to think you're crazy. And if they're in the middle, that happy medium, then you're going to start to get them engaging.
Entirely. Well, before we go on to the next thing, I've got a question for the week.
Go on.
Should we hit our question for the week? Our question for the week, ladies and gentlemen, is Dragon's Den / The Apprentice still relevant, or because social media is so big for small businesses, is it past the hype? What do you think?
Nah, 100% still relevant.
Still relevant?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still watch it. Do you watch it?
I don't.
You don't?
No.
The reason why I think it's still relevant, though, is because it does still get eyeballs. It's been going on for bloody ages, both of them. And also, I think it helps inspire people to, like, maybe get an idea, work on a business themselves. If they find a creative product, they might go, oh, that's clever. What else is in that industry? Or
It's
they might
true.
want to buy it to help themselves out. That's also part of it.
Yeah, the difference for me, and this is the only reason why I'd say no, is because one, I think people are now so far out of the remit. So, for example, in the past, you would trust these 5 business entrepreneurs to be the God-given word of what's valuable and what's not. People don't trust people like that anymore. So I feel like that's been detached a bit. They've taken a bit of a last-ditch attempt, in my opinion, by bringing on Stephen Bartlett, because it was kind of, oh, this is what's going to make us more relevant. And in actual fact, I don't personally believe that it makes
To be
them
fair,
any
I
more
don't
relevant.
watch Dragon's Den that much, but I watch The Apprentice more.
That's a fair point. I was talking more on the Dragon's Den front. Because
Yeah.
and the other thing I would say is, if I'm going to watch Dragon's Den, I always go back and watch their old stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't watch any of their new stuff,
Yeah.
which to me means, as of now, out of the two, if you look at the social media and then
Yeah,
Dragon's
yeah.
Den, in terms of like understanding small businesses' growth and business
Yeah,
development,
yeah.
I'll back the social media to the hill.
100%. I'd say Dragon's Den element, yeah, very flawed. Apprentice, I think, still has educational value.
Do you?
Yeah, 100%, because it tells you to learn new skills and how you can work with other people in those kind of skilled areas.
That's true. I just think it
You're
might
taking
be a
on
bit too
mini
artificial.
projects, and then at the end of it, you're going through a pitch where they grill you.
Yeah,
They
that's a good
pick
point.
apart
That's a good
your
point.
business plan to pieces, and you can look at that and go, why on earth do they not have that in? Or go, oh my god, I haven't got that in my business plan.
That's true.
Like, you can relate
We
to
should
it.
go on Apprentice.
We should.
We'll
But
apply
also,
for like a guest judge position.
people going on there, right, are looking to start or maybe upgrade their business, I
Yeah.
guess. But they almost seem much more relatable, I guess. They come off the street in a way.
That's true.
Whereas people who go on Dragon's Den, they're looking to scale their business, which has already made £1 million and sold X
Yeah.
amount, and they need this much investment. It's not really relatable.
Yeah, maybe encompassing the both, and the question is Dragon's Den and The Apprentice almost
Yeah.
then makes it a really hard one to
Yeah.
judge off of. I do agree with you there.
Sack
I
off
do
Dragon's
think
Den.
The Apprentice is a bit artificial though. Have you ever seen that video?
It's
What's that guy
entertainment.
who's
It's
like the proper
entertainment.
geezer? Do you know what I'm talking
Bosh.
about? The blonde haired guy.
Yeah,
There's
he's
an
unreal.
interview he did once, and he was there like, yeah, well, we had to film the thing like 18 times till Sir Alan Sugar got his words right.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that
that's
was
also
hilarious.
mental. And apparently, like their boardroom,
Yeah.
it's like a bottom of a basement somewhere.
And they film it for like 6 hours, so the people who are stood
Yeah.
up are like really uncomfortable
yeah.
after a few hours. And if they start to twitch or whatever, so Alan Sugar calls them out. He's there like,
It's
"Why are you
crazy.
twitching?" And they make it seem like they've only been stood there for 30 seconds.
And you know what they also do is they film everyone leaving like the office space,
Yeah.
getting into the car. They film that
Every
all
single
before.
time?
Like everyone does that before even
So they don't
starting
know
the
who's
thing.
going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Well, not really that. It's just because they're in that building at that time.
Oh,
And they're
okay,
like, we'll
okay,
film
fair
it all
enough.
at once.
Right, yeah. Well, we're going to move on to the next segment for you lovely
Go on, then.
people.
Let's get on to it.
Let's get on to it.
Welcome to Battle of the Hosts.
Welcome.
Today, we have slightly different ones. I'll explain mine first.
Sure.
You can explain yours.
Pleasure.
So my fellow subscribers, is business ideas. I'm going to give Oliver very rogue business ideas. Some are real, some are fake. They could all be real, they could all be fake. And he's got to guess which one is real and which one is fake.
Muy interesante.
If he gets it wrong, he shall have a horrible bean.
Bertie Bott's Harry Potter. I'll tell you some of the delectables we have on here. We have vomit, we have earthworm, earwax, boogie.
Yes.
Booger.
Boogie, boogie.
Oh god, dirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some rank
Some
ones.
grim ones in there. Anyway,
We'll
what
try
is
not to
your
forget.
one then? What are you going to give
So,
to me?
I'm just I was almost showing you. I'm doing 6, don't know the splits, but 6 real or fake business pitches. So these are ones that have featured on the shows that you would have been able to see at home.
Okay.
So I'm just hoping your knowledge of the shows is
It is
top tier.
limited. It is very limited.
So yes. But anyway,
Right, I'll get on. Are you ready?
you go first, sir.
Yes. Number 1. The first business idea.
Okay.
Is it real or fake?
I don't know.
Self-cleaning smart windows. I can give you a bit of description if you need
Yes,
as
please.
well.
Yes, please.
This is a line of windows equipped with nano coating technology. that breaks down dirt and other contaminants when exposed to sunlight,
Wow.
reducing the need for manual cleaning.
I mean, if it does exist, I'll be bloody impressed. Do you know what? I have faith. I'm going to
Yeah.
say it's real.
It is very much real, my
Is it?
friend. It is. Self-cleaning smart
That's
windows
incredible.
are a thing. Insane, isn't it?
I'm just thinking, like, how the sun... Well, that just seems bizarre to me.
Yeah, crazy, right?
That's insane.
Here we go. Next one.
Do you know what, side note, just before you get onto it?
Yeah.
I live in a block of flats for you people. Don't come and find me. But I live in a block of flats. So I'm on the second floor. Mate, I almost had a heart attack the other day. I'm sort of sat comfortably in bed. And my bed faces the window. I'm sitting chilling out. And next thing you know, splodge, the mop hits the outside of the window. There's a cleaner for the flats outside. And then I see this head pop up and just looking at me. I'm glad I was wearing clothes, mate. I was looking straight at this man. And we locked eyes for a second. I didn't know who was going to look away first. It was really awkward. But yeah, that was a bit of an experience in my
Were
life.
you naked?
So I need that nanotechnology. I wasn't naked, thank
Oh,
God.
thank goodness.
But I need that nanotechnology.
But you know what?
immediately.
I thought you were going to say is because of the windows and because of this. This is
Oh,
blacked
this is
out
going to
windows,
look weird behind it for people.
and you had a copper come knock on your door.
That did happen.
Yeah, thinking you were maybe growing some
No,
marijuana.
it's for a different reason. They thought I was flying a drone, and it wasn't. It was one of the
Oh,
people
right.
in the block. Anyway, carry on.
Got it wrong. Number 2, Aquafit Entertainment.
Okay.
Do you
I
want a bit
need.
more?
Yeah,
You need a bit
I'm
more?
always going to need more.
This
my
is
friend.
an amusement park where all the rides are generated, their power, through water flow, promising an eco-friendly entertainment option. Visitors can ride these water-powered
Yeah.
roller coasters and generate electricity with every splash.
I'm
What are
going
you
to
going
say
for?
fake
Why?
because I don't think there's as much intuition to make something that's an amusement park eco-friendly. I feel like there's other ways they could do that without doing it on the slides.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
Oh, you're right. You're
Oh.
right. 2 from 2, mate. 2 from 2. Are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
Virtual reality meal prep.
I love a bit of VR, so this might catch me out.
VR headset that users wear to experience a chef-guided cooking lesson in a simulated environment, making them feel as if they're cooking a 5-star restaurant in kitchen kind of vibe.
So it puts the restaurant around them, or it just gives them the instructions, you mean?
Puts it around them. There's a chef in front of them, like you're the sous chef in a way,
Okay.
and there's a main chef going, do this, do that.
I'm going to say...
Real or fake?
I really want it to be real, so I'm going to say real.
Real.
Yeah?
It's fake. Come
Bagger.
on, Ollie. How can you cook food with goggles on?
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Why did I think about that?
One for yours, sir.
That's got to happen in the future, though. They've got to have, like,
Probably.
cooking tutorials.
It sounds very real. Ooh.
Oh, what's this? I've got a bit of a grey spotted one.
We're going for sausage or dirt. Oh, no. Black pepper. I apologise.
Ooh. Okay, here we are. Black pepper.
Ooh.
A lot of pepper.
Oh, oh, God. My knee almost broke.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Portable language translator earbuds.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Excused.
Earbuds that can translate foreign languages in real time, allowing wearers to understand and communicate in different languages instantly.
I'm pretty sure I've seen an advert for this. I'm going to say
Yeah?
true.
Yeah,
Real.
very true. Very real.
Amazing
That's
stuff. Where-
insane,
I think
though,
I saw
isn't
like
it?
a clip of a guy like sat
Yeah.
at like a cafe in Spain, and the woman was speaking to him, and in its ear it was like
That's
doing this like
crazy.
that's insane.
It's crazy.
Back in the day, there was like this little, it's like a gadget that big where you
Yeah.
could get someone to speak into it, and it replayed it to you. And I'm guessing it's just the development of that in some
Yeah.
ways.
It
This
is
pepper
pretty
thing's
cool.
disgusting.
Pretty
by the way.
cool.
How many
So-
have I got left?
You got 2 more.
Okay.
Smart fitness mirror. A full-length interactive mirror that displays fitness classes and personal training sessions in your home.
Well, I'm pretty sure that does exist. Yeah, I'll say true.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You believe there's a smart fitness mirror for people in their homes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like it's not Peloton, but it's like some similar company like that does it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, you're right, mate.
Yeah.
You're right.
What's the company called? Do you know?
No,
Oh.
don't have it on it.
Okay.
Moonlight camping sites.
Moonlight camping sites.
Yeah.
Okay.
A network of camping sites located on the moon.
Nah, it's got to be fake.
Sure.
Yes. Your face gave it away, didn't it?
Yeah, it's fake.
Ah, okay. So I only got one wrong. That's probably my best run of Battle of the Host.
That
so
was
far.
very good. Well done, sir.
Right.
That last one was, I tried
You
to
couldn't
make
keep a
it
straight
nice.
face.
No.
Right, here we are. Okay, so I've got real or fake pictures that have existed on either Dragon's Den or Shark Tank.
Alrighty.
So I'll give you a juicy bit of background for it. So, first of all, the Luxury Hen Hotel. Mrs. Shovelin introduced her 5-star hen hotel, charging £3 a night for services including dancing to Beyonce, superfood buffets, and play areas.
God. It sounds so outlandish. I'm going to go fake because it's ridiculous.
It is true.
That's
Despite
mental.
the unique concept, it was on Dragon's Den.
I'm glad I said fake because it shouldn't be real.
Well, this is the thing. The dragons.
Go on, what happened?
The dragons expressed their concerns, saying, one, it's not scalable really. The profitability only being £3 a night is really untoward, and it was led to an initial rejection on the Den. But the Luxury Hen Hotel by Katerina Shovelin.
Right.
What we got?
I think it's grass or booger.
Grass or booger?
It's gonna be arse.
Shut up, you know.
mate.
It's booger either way. What is it?
Grass.
Grass?
Kind of minty grass.
Interesting.
No, that's grass. That's a lawn.
Next up, space travel tickets. Mr. Shanks and Mr. Doughty pitched rocket
All
breaks.
these names.
I'm giving you juicy info, mate. Pitched Rocket Breaks, a company offering trips to the moon for £125,000 a ticket.
Are they going to the moon camping? Because it's fake as fuck.
It's real.
I'm like a cow right now eating grass.
It was real.
Oh,
They were
God.
pitching for a release to space holidays in 2027.
Next.
The Dragons were sceptical, as the business obviously had no prior bookings, and the pitch was ultimately unsuccessful.
Oh no. I think this is like rotten egg or earwax.
I hope you're not picking out when I'm not looking.
I just chucked it on, man. I'm probably going to eat all of them by this rate. Oh, that's earwax.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Right, next up, we'll move on.
How do I even know what that tastes like?
Ready? The black pepper's making a comeback. Frozen pickle popsicles. Bob's. Can't say this with a
These
straight
people
face.
come on Dragon's Den.
Bob's Pickle Pops are frozen dill pickle juice popsicles offering a tangy twist on the traditional frozen treats. Marketed as low-calorie, sugar-free snacks.
No. Lie.
It is
Good.
real.
Are you joking? Are you joking?
I'm not joking. He was on Shark Tank and he's now making £200,000 a year in revenue. And he was successful as well.
I got your black pepper one there.
For Bob's Pickle Pops. Oh, man.
Oh, that tastes like...
This is so funny. Moving
What
on.
the hell is in my mouth right now?
You ready?
Got grass, earwax, and pepper.
All the usual things. Ready? Funeral fillers. Mrs. Canterbury attended churches and realised there were some people that weren't attending any wakes. So therefore, she offered through Envisage UK a rent a mourner service. And it was always to keep their status confidential at all times in the same way that you'd hire an actor.
Lie.
It was a lie.
I'm just going to back lies. the whole
However, I will say it's a lie that it was a pitch, but this business does exist.
That's crazy.
Through Envisage UK, they've got a service where you can rent a mourner to attend churches, funeral service, and so on and so forth. And they will be there for the full service, for the wake, and they will act like they knew the person. This is a real business. It just
I'm
wasn't
not
a pitch on
surprised,
Dragon's
to be
Den or
fair.
whatever.
I'm
And they're
actually
doing
not
quite well.
surprised.
They were like, we got testimonials, all this sort of stuff. I was blown away.
You can get a pet as a rock pet.
Interesting.
Well, you know that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no,
They can do anything. There's
Well-
people that literally like sleep. They like get paid to sleep and like cuddle people Seen that?
I haven't.
You literally can pay someone to like be your cuddle buddy. It's weird.
Same. Right, next up. Pornput. Marcus and Lucy Dorner pitched this pet sanctuary service
Like the
to
pet
discerning pet owners who want the ultimate mealtime experience for their furry companions, where a professionally trained uniformed chef presents freshly prepared meals to the animals.
one. Yeah, that's a lie.
It is a lie. Yeah.
There's no way they're giving chefs out to everyone at home.
It was a sanctuary where they go. So they go. Well, the idea was that they go to sanctuary.
Yeah,
I maybe
no,
just
it's
pitched it
lies,
poorly
man.
for you.
Come
Finally.
on!
Dreamy. I don't have the person's name. Users wear our patented EEG compatible smart headband which tracks REM cycles and sleep quality during peak dream phases, and you have an optional lucid dream feature that plays whispers into your headset that allows you to cue certain dreams in your sleep.
Fake.
It is fake. Yeah, you're right. I
You said it's a
waffled there.
headband, and then suddenly there's headphones on them and stuff.
What, in a headband you could have headphones? Well, not a headband like a let's get physical headband, like a sleeping headband.
I've never had a sleeping headband.
Have you not?
You have a sleeping headband.
Yes. My travel and tourism pack. Do you not have that? It's like an eye mask, but it's also like a full headband. It means it's nice and soft no matter where you lean. Anyway, that was the third one. I still won, so you can take two
I
more.
made a comeback. But
You
you little, I know what you did there.
What?
3 real, 3 fake,
Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah, of
You
course I
cheeky
did.
bastard. I'll get you with the mind games next time.
What are you talking about? Have two more. You've lost. That was
Oh,
we said this beforehand.
sugar.
We said this beforehand. Don't try and get out
No,
of
what's
it.
in my mouth right
I
now?
don't give a crap. Here we are.
Both at the
Oh,
same
have three
time.
then.
Yeah, they're different ones.
Yeah, let me have a look what they are though. All right, so
Blue,
got to throw them in.
like pinky, white.
Pinky, white, and
We're
was
going
it?
to go one at a time. Blue.
Okay,
ish.
yeah.
It's
That-
actually green because I can't eat blue stuff.
Throw it in. You have a bit of soap in your mouth, my friend.
Oh, my mum used to wash my mouth out with soap.
My dad did that once as well.
Yeah.
Bad words. Anyway,
Trauma. Oh my god, it's bubbly. Really bubbly, yeah. It's
it's
gonna
like
come out loads.
Dumbo. What's the colour of the next one?
Like pinky white
I think that's a good one.
with like speckled bits.
That's a good one.
Was it?
It's tutti frutti, so you can have another bad one.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like tutti frutti, but
Oh, yeah.
another pepper. Oh,
Is that a pepper?
brown.
Brown. Brown is
Dog poo.
cinnamon. Is it cinnamon?
That's not cinnamon, mate.
That not a cinnamon.
I don't know what that is. What the
Was
hell?
it bad?
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Oh,
give,
man.
Give me the feeling. What is it?
I don't even know. It's not even on here. That's not cinnamon.
Is it not?
No, that's like... Oh, no, that's horrible. Oh.
It could be earthworm, I guess.
I don't think that's earthworm. Oh, man, that just tastes rancid.
That's just one of my specs from my. Right. Without further ado, let's get back into the episode. Just sign you people off. Right, we're back, people.
Oh my God, my
you probably
earpods.
smelt Jamie coming.
Jesus.
His breath after the
Ponged,
last one.
mate. Ponged.
Do you know
What
what
did it
that is?
smell of?
Do you know, that's getting you back after that short that we filmed where you were like, we listen and we don't judge. You mentioned my breath. That is
Imagine if you had
100%.
my breath when you did that.
Could you
Oh,
imagine?
you'd
I'd be there like
be
that.
crying.
Yeah, you'd have to lamp each other. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah.
But we move on.
Basically went, Ollie, come give me a kiss. And he was like,
I was like, I'll power through. Right, we're signing you
Bugger
people off for today's episode 11. We're powering through.
sure.
Into the double digits now, and much more to come. If you're wanting to check out a bit more, you know where to go. Begins with a P, ends in an N,
Yes.
and it isn't.
Patreon.
Yeah, it's Patreon.
Exactly. You'll get a bit more of an insight into our
You
pitching
do.
debacles.
And every weekend you're getting fun stuff. We're
Yeah.
filming games. We're filming challenges. we're
Daily
filming stuff out the back.
shenanigans. It's
You're
not
getting
daily, but you know what I mean.
Behind the scenes stuff. It's all really fun. It's good. It's
Anyway,
good laugh.
smash that like button.
Do
Leave
in
a
the
comment.
comments.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe and then hit the bell.
And then go onto our Spotify, follow us, rate us 5 stars, because it all helps.
It does. Here's your checklist. You better be writing
And
this down.
check out all our socials, because we have got some sick little content on the TikTok
For sure.
and also the Insta, as well as the Facebook.
We do. We have it all. And then get over to Patreon for the good old sum of
£4 a month.
13p a day. And
It
for the price of a
is
coffee, you
worth
get
it.
everything. So
It's worth it.
why
it's
not
worth
stick around
it.
for the journey? We're sticking around.
Go join our other Patreon members who are already there.
And the people who've already subscribed, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really do get motivated
Or
by you
what's
guys.
What's it?
It means a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And not much more is to be said.
No, apart from cheerio.
Toodle pip.
Yeah, man. My breath.
Your breath is actually horror.
It's honking and ponking.
I hope you don't have to kiss your girlfriend when you got your breath. God forbid.
Yeah, my
All
dog.
right.
My dog will like it.
Dog give you a nice old kiss.